Now on Bounce, a local organization is hosting an event to bring awareness and financial support to those who are hearing impaired. Here to talk about the Art of Hearing event is Danita Washington. She is president of the DKW Foundation. So welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here tonight.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Let's jump right in. Talk to me about how the DKW Foundation began.
It stemmed from a personal story, which I am hearing impaired. I've been hearing impaired since I was 6. I decided at 15 I didn't want to wear my hearing aids anymore. And basically because I was going to a new school and I just didn't want to go through the being picked on,
having to explain
it.
Right.
So after that, going into my adulthood, one of my sorority sisters, she's a speech language pathologist, and so she started to educate me on my hearing loss and how it's not something to be ashamed of, and so I decided to wear hearing aids again. So,
and I'm sure that probably made things easier for you as well. Yeah. But when you're young and you feel like kids can be cruel, you know? And so I understand your decision to not want to have something that set you apart or made you feel so different.
Right. So after just doing my research, I decided that I wanted to wear the hearing aids again. I reached out to the state for assistance, and I was denied off of 2 questions, my income and the number of people that live in my household. But in all honesty, I couldn't afford the hearing aids with all of the other household expenses that I had. So I began to wonder how many other people was living like
the same
this.
thing.
And so after doing the research, I learned it was over 1 million people that are hearing loss and will have some type of hearing loss in North Carolina, and only 20% actually have hearing aids.
So 1 million people just in the state of North Carolina. That is a sobering number. So you started this foundation. What is your mission?
Our mission is basically to increase the awareness of hearing loss throughout the state of North Carolina. We've done an excellent job in Raleigh, North Carolina, where I used to reside, and so we're bringing it to Charlotte. We felt that it's a larger area, and it just would help us to share what we shared in Raleigh
and to reach more people.
And to reach more people. And Charlotte is more of a diverse area. There's a lot more schools in this area that we want to touch bases on. There's a school for the deaf in Morganton that I'm hoping that we can get a partnership as well.
I love we were showing your website there. It said Impaired with a Purpose. I love that across the top of the screen. Let's talk about the Art of Hearing 2015, the event that you're here to talk about. What activities do you have planned?
We're going to do live singing, poetry, dance, and artwork. So artists will have a chance to set up the displays around the room, and just the other participants will get to share their talent. A lot of deaf and hard of hearing individuals, they express themselves through those different avenues. I write poetry. It's a way that I can express myself freely and just get out what it is that I feel without hesitant, without actually having to speak out loud. It's just words that I allow other people to join in and reading them with me.
So while this is going to feature, I imagine, people who have some degree of hearing loss or might even be deaf, this is open to the public. You want everyone to come out. You don't have to have any sort of, hearing impairment to come.
Not at all. We have participants that, 100% hearing, and we'll have those that have some type of hearing loss. When we had the event in Raleigh, it was just a mixture of, those that are deaf, hard of hearing, and those that were hearing people.
Are there any other opportunities you want to discuss?
Just to get the community to come out and just see what we're all about, to learn more about our partnership with the Eastern North Carolina School for the Deaf, because there are a lot of kids in that area that need to know that we care about them, just not be in that little box, but know that the state of North Carolina cares about them.
And I imagine if you had had a foundation like the one you started when you were younger, you probably might not have ever stopped wearing that hearing aid.
Not at all. I don't regret not going to public school, but just having the accommodation that they have, or even knowing about them, would have been a great access for me.
I definitely want to put up the information about the Art of Hearing events coming up on Saturday, November 14th. And it is at Apostrophe Lounge. That is located in the heart of South End on South Tryon Street in Charlotte. Tickets are available online. Here is the information. Saturday, November 14th, Apostrophe Lounge in South End. Tickets available on eventbrite.com. If you're scrambling for a pen, folks, not to worry. We've got you covered. Hit up WBTV.com. Look in the Web Extras section under the Home tab. That is where we have put that link and more information. Danita Washington, thank you so much for being here tonight and for sharing your story. We certainly appreciate your candor.
Thank you.
And stay with us. More WBTV News on Bounce when we come back.